Hello once again everyone, it is I, GamerZ, and today we're doing a video on Pericles, who says that there are 5 things wrong with PC gaming. Now, first of all, I want to admit that there are things wrong with PC gaming. However, it seems that Pericles is using these disadvantages to PC to give advantages to consoles, doing the whole disadvantages to this thing are advantages to the other thing. Happy 4th of July everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Pericles here coming at you with a brand new video.
I can see that.
Last week I talked about my top 5 favorite things about PC gaming, so this week I thought, why not do the opposite?
I can give you so many reasons why, but I am assuming you don't want to hear them. Well, too bad. First off, when you try to do your pros and cons like this, it really makes choosing between PC and console quite difficult when you're being misleading. When you're limiting yourself only to these 3 pros and these 3 cons, you're not giving the consumer a chance to see all of the pros and all of the cons. However, if you do something like this, then it becomes obvious which side has more pros and which side has least cons.
So here are my 5 least favorite things about PC gaming.
And you only had 5 things that you loved about PC gaming? I beg to differ.
Before we get started, I'd just like to say, as always, this list is in no particular order.
For the purposes of this video, I don't care, and I'm gonna skip this.
Now, without further ado, let's get started. To start off the list, we have the community.
Oh, that toxic PC community. I'm sure the console communities are saints.
Every single community has idiots, and I mean that when I say that. Every single community has idiots.
Alright, so if every community has their idiots, then why is this specifically a con to PC? If you state that one community is a con, that implies that the other communities aren't a con. But if they're all cons, because every single community has their idiots, then why are you singling out PC? Cancel it out and choose something else to con.
The bulk of the PC gaming community, we don't actually care what other people play on. We know that PC's better, but we're not gonna make a big fuss about it and, shit all over people who play consoles. That would be an asshole move, and it certainly would not convince console players to come over to PC.
So if the bulk of the community is nice, accepting, welcoming to other people who are just joining PC, or if they're just nice in general, then again, why is this on a cons list?
There are a few people in the PC gaming community who ruin it for everyone. You all know which people I'm talking about.
You play console? Consoles are fucking trash. You're fucking trash if you play console. Come over to PC Master Race at 4K 120 FPS. Uncharted fucking sucks cause it's not on PC. Halo fucking sucks cause it's not on PC. Games aren't worth playing if they're not 3 4K monitors and triple monitor setup and 100 FPS.
So those people, they have to ruin it for everyone, okay?
So after 40 seconds of listening to all that, I'm still keeping in the back of my head that this is just a few people on the PC community. Just like a few people on the console community fanboy for their consoles. Like the PlayStation Legion, or the Xbox fanboys on Crap Gamer's little YouTube. Every community on gaming platforms have their bad apples. So PC's no different. Why is this on a cons list?
Some people just don't like PC, and I can understand why. Some people don't like console, and I can understand why too.
This is the way it is with a majority of PC gamers. At the end of the day, we don't care what platform you play on. It doesn't matter. Gaming platforms play games, and that is basically at the end of the day who we are. We are gamers. But the second someone says anything false about the PC, misrepresents it, or uses misinformation to get their way and get people to come onto consoles for God knows why, whether it be the human eye can't see past 60 frames per second or whatever, that's when we have a problem. The PC community, unlike the console community, is very vocal, very outstanding in their opinions and their views. This is how the PC gamers got paid mods to end on Steam, among other things.
No platform is perfect. Stop acting like your wonderful PC is the best machine on the planet. It's not. It has problems just like consoles.
But these problems are blown way out of proportion by people like you in this video. You even had to go as far as to criticize the PC community, even in the same breath saying that the console community has their share of bad apples as well. The benefits you gain from playing on PC far outweigh the cons. Even if you have to deal with a bug here and there for 10 minutes out of your day, it still provides you the better experience.
Honestly, I think the best way to buy your games is buy a PC for all third-party games and a console for all exclusives.
So do you not buy games like Dead Cells or Battlegrounds or games like Risen just because they're not multiplats? You can buy a PC for exclusives as well, you know. Furthermore, you promote buying consoles specifically to play exclusive games for that console. A console's exclusives have nothing to do with that console itself. Not the power, not the reason to have it. It's just a game in and of itself that is unavailable on any other platform, which does cause people to buy that platform. In other words, exclusives are not benefits to owning a console. The games themselves are great quality. That does not make the console itself great quality.
Honestly, at the end of the day, if you really care that much about where other people buy their games, maybe you should find a new hobby.
No, people care about where other people buy their games because that's just part of the gaming industry. If people keep supporting these console companies, especially with the shady things they've done in the past, then what's to say that the gaming industry isn't going to go downhill? A lot of PC gamers support good and healthy consumerism, which is why they oppose consoles.
Alright, moving on. Coming up next on the list are bugs and glitches.
Another con that's blown way out of proportion.
One perk that console has over PC is that most of the games work exactly the way they're supposed to, out of the box, without a problem. On PC, this is not the case.
Wrong again, pal. Most of the games on PC also work as they're supposed to. There are only a select few games that have bugs and glitches on PC, just like this is true for consoles.
And this part of the list actually ties in to the next part of the list. Out of all the PC games I bought in 2015, I'd say at least half of them had a problem I had to troubleshoot.
Really? How many games did you buy? If you bought 6 games over the last year, then yeah, I would say that 3 probably had problems when you boot them up. Same thing if you bought 10. If you bought 10 over the years, then yeah, maybe 5 of them did have problems. But if you're like me and you bought 220 over the years, then only about 20 or so had problems. Like I said, a large majority of games on PC actually work, believe it or not, out of the box. Also, I challenge you, if you think I'm wrong, make a list of every single PC game that to this day is broken, unplayable, or that a lot of people have problems with. And assume that every single game that you don't put on that list does not fall into that criteria. Let's be reasonable and say that PC has about 15,000 games. Take 15,000 and subtract the amount of games on that list, and that leaves you with the amount of games that do not have problems.
For example, Fallout 4 has weird performance issues on PC.
Well, I did a Google search on how to fix these weird FPS drops in Fallout 4 that you reported, and I found at least 3 solutions to this problem which seem to work. And as far as I can tell, this isn't a very recent issue because I've been browsing Reddit and I haven't been able to find anything relating to this issue since May of last year. There was apparently some performance issues after the 1.5 build patch, but apparently since then it's been fixed. There are 3 points that I'm trying to get at here. First of all, problems on the PC, even though they happen more frequently than on console obviously, they don't happen as often as you think. You named Fallout 4 out of every single PC game there is out there. That's one example out of about 15,000. Secondly, if you do have any problems with your games on PC, you can do a quick Google search and you will find a forum post about it that has been solved. And the third point I want to get at here is that the majority of developers fix the majority of their games after release. They optimize it, they patch it up, and it becomes a very playable product. Sure, Googling for a problem or waiting for a developer to fix a problem in their game with a patch is a little bit of an inconvenience. But a majority of games on the PC simply work. And at the end of the day, once they start working, it'll be a superior experience compared to that of the consoles.
Fallout 3 doesn't even work on Windows 10.
Just for shits and giggles and your viewing pleasure, I bought Fallout 3 and installed it. Let me show you how I got it working. Go to Properties, you go to Local Files and browse Local Files. You go to falloutlauncher.exe and click Properties. Then you go to Compatibility and run that program as an administrator. Then for the fallout3.exe, you click Properties, you click Compatibility and run it for Windows XP Service Pack 3. Then also run that program as an administrator. And click OK. Then you click X and close and play. This pops up with the user account control prompt. You just click yes. That didn't show on the recording. And it comes up with the launcher. Alright, you just click play. Now for me, it takes a minute to get working. Alright, but hopefully you'll be able to hear the game once it's in. But for other people, it can take just a simple click and you're in. For me, since my hard drive doesn't work that well, it takes a minute. But this is simply how you get this game working. It took me about 2 minutes to do that. There we go. See? Running this game. Holy shit, I'm running at a good frame rate too. It's pretty nice. Maybe I might do a playthrough of this game now that I've bought it. I was thinking of refunding it, but alright. Well, that's cool. Apparently you can't hear it, but it's playing the music. Alright, yeah, that looks cool. So what was that you said 2 minutes ago?
Fallout 3 doesn't even work on Windows 10.
Oh, but it does. It took me 2 minutes to fix it. And these were just simple go-to things that I do for any game that doesn't work. Also, I did a quick Google search and found a 2-minute video that explains exactly the same thing I told you. And kudos to him for making such a short, informative video.
And when I bought CSGO during the Steam Winter Sale, I couldn't even get into a game. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get into a game.
Well, pal, I don't know what to tell you. There are at least 203,000 people playing right now. 553,962 people were able to play it in the last 24 hours. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's not a problem for the majority of PC gamers. If you buy a PC that is able to run this game, I guarantee you are able to get into a game.
Spec ups the line after about an hour, performance drops to about unplayable levels. You have to close the game and restart it to get back to 60 frames per second.
On a pre-built Dell Inspiron 3737, I was able to play this game 60 frames per second medium settings constantly for 15 hours. I beat this game twice. I have never had any sort of performance issues in this game.
Games crash a lot.
No, they don't. Not as much as you think.
I mean, I know games crash on consoles too. I've had GTA crash on me on PS4 a lot, but games crash a lot more often on PC.
On an open source system, on an open source platform that you have the freedom to customize to your will, versus a streamlined, restricted, basic console, of course, you're going to experience a little bit more crashes and bugs and glitches on that system. Does it crash a lot more? No. The last time I've had anything crash on me was probably 3 weeks ago, and I barely even remember it because all it took was a restart. A more recent example, ESO perhaps, wasn't able to install very properly, but all you had to do was click the big blue repair button on the launcher, because it said, hey, click this button, we'll repair your launcher for you. I mean, I don't know how much more basic you can get. It took an extra 10 minutes out of my day to wait for the launcher to repair itself, but other than that, I was able to play it just fine. So stop exaggerating when you imply that PC has many more crashes than consoles, because that's not true at all. I think it's a safe bet to say that out of every 1 crash you get on console, you probably get 2 crashes on PC. And that's being lenient to the consoles.
Honestly, the bugs and glitches are one of the biggest problems I have with PC gaming.
But a lot of these games just work. A lot of these games don't need any fixing. And when I say a lot of these games, I mean a huge majority of PC games just work when you launch them. And for the problems you might encounter every once in a while on PC, it takes you but 2, 5, 10 minutes to fix. For Fallout 3, I even found a video 2 minutes long that explains exactly what I said to fix it, and that video works. It was 2 minutes long. So even if you don't know how to fix a problem, there are other people out there on the internet that had the same problem as you and do know how to fix it. All it takes is a quick Google search and you're on your way.
But these bugs come with the territory, and that leads me on to my next part of the list. The maintenance.
Oh boy.
Say what you want about consoles, but there's no denying that they are maintenance free.
Maintenance free, so there's no such thing as software updates, there's no such thing as the Xbox updates every once in a while, or the Sony updates every once in a while. Those are still maintenance, believe it or not.
Everything is so simple and streamlined on consoles that you don't really have to worry about any problems.
I bring this up a lot because it's quite relevant to this issue. I used to think the same thing, but now I can't play Last of Us on my PS3. Now I can't play Battlefield 4 on my PS3. And there's nothing I can do about it because I can't just go open my PS3 because I'm not allowed to do that. It voids the warranty. I have to bring it in and get it fixed. But why would I want to do that? Then I'd be left without a PS3 to play my other games that do work. Another more recent example I can name for a current gen console is on my friend's Xbox One. We were unable to play split-screen Minecraft, mind you, offline Minecraft, because the console kept saying it couldn't connect to Xbox Live, or that Xbox Live was disconnected, even though we were obviously connected to the internet, and we obviously had Xbox Live. Because of this issue with offline split-screen, where you're using a guest account to split screen with you, the guest account's inventory doesn't save. So the fact that the game crashed, saying that Xbox Live was disconnected, all that progress that I've made with my friend I have to now make again. So yes, while you don't have to really worry about any problems on the console, if you do run into one, oh shit, now you can't fix it. Now you have to bring it in and be without a console for a couple days or hours or months or whatever it is. Even then, they might just tell you to buy another console. So that's the difference between the two, alright? It's not that PC has more problems than consoles, it's that PC has the ability to fix those problems that you do encounter, whereas consoles don't.
On PC, though, there are so many things you have to worry about. And
like what? I'm not worried about a single thing in the entirety of my PC's life.
you have to fix all the problems on your own.
No, you don't. There's Stack Exchange, Stack Overflow, Reddit. There's basically all of Google. There are also PC tech shops around the cities that you live in. Best Buy has a department called Geek Squad that if you go in, they can fix your shit. There are so many opportunities on the internet, in tech shops, everywhere. There are too many opportunities out there for you to tell me that you have to fix all of your PC problems alone without any help. The big difference here is that PC allows you the option to fix things yourself. The consoles do not. However, the PC also allows you to have other people help you with your issues, and so does the console, because that's the only thing you can do.
Every so often, you have to update a bunch of drivers.
Nope, I don't. I can tell you from experience, because I formatted my PC, the only time you have to install or worry about any sort of drivers is when you first install your PC. Other than that, your drivers automatically update, or if they need to update, they prompt you and ask you, hey, do you need to update this? And you just say, yes, I do. I don't know if I'm living on a different planet here, but I've never had to worry about drivers.
Individually, so you have to open up a bunch of different programs and download the driver for each one there.
Mind you, doing this takes no more than 10 minutes. And once you download them, you don't need to worry about them again.
A lot of the time, games don't work right, so you have to figure out what the problem is on your own.
No, you don't have to figure it out on your own. You have so many different outlets to go to have other people help you fix your issues. And game issues don't happen all that often. Again, out of all the 227 games that I now own, I've only had a problem with about 12 of them. Fallout 3 was another one. But now I fixed it. And now I'm playing it. And now I'm enjoying it. I've had no problems with it so far.
You have to clean the inside of your computer.
Well, I mean, you should. Doesn't mean you have to, but you should. And it's not a big issue either. You just pop the case open, take a aerosol can, whatever, and just spray the inside a bit, get all the dust out. That's it. It's like dusting your console. Takes no time at all to do. By the way, if you get a chance, take a look inside your console. See how much dust is collected over the years. Can't just clean that, because that'll void the warranty.
You have to do registry cleaning. You have to
Registry cleaning? What the fuck does that mean? I've never had to registry clean in my life. The only time I entered the registry was to cheat in Slender the 8 Pages. Other than that, I've not fucking touched my registry at all.
do all sorts of stuff that you just don't have to worry about on consoles. And
Well, I don't have to worry about any of this shit either. The fuck do you mean registry cleaning? I've never had to fucking do that in my life. Oh, because you didn't mention this on your maintenance list, I'm gonna assume that it's not a problem for you, just like it's not a problem for me. Or not a problem for anyone who knows how to fucking click a button. That would be, my friends, disk cleanup and disk defragmentation. Let me show you how that works. So, you want to defrag your disk? You want to clean up your disk? Alright, go here, click disk cleanup. Right here, you just click that. And it tells you which one you want to clean. Oh, right here, you just click OK, and that's all you need to do. Because it cleans everything up for you. And the next thing it prompts you with is what you want to clean up. Temporary internet files, offline web pages, the recycle bin, etc. And that's it. That's all you need to do. After that, you click OK and you're done. If you don't believe me and you're running Windows, do it yourself. Trust me. It doesn't take long. Well, this part anyway. And it doesn't require any thinking really at all. Now the next part, this one takes a little bit longer if you haven't done it in a while, so this is why you should do it maybe weekly. Disk defrag. Right there, bam. You click that, and it pops up with all of your hard drives that you want to defrag. What this does is it optimizes your PC, it optimizes your hard disk drive, and makes it run a little better, makes it write things to the disk faster, makes it, use it efficiently, whatever. Tech jumbo mumbo. Now you just click the thing you want to defrag, you click Analyze first if you want to, otherwise you just click Optimize. And that's all you need to do. Or you can do what I do and have scheduled optimization. I'm doing it every week. Drives are being optimized automatically, meaning I don't need to worry about this shit at all. Click Close. That's how simple it is, people. Disk defrag is automated. I automate it once every week. Disk cleanup is not automated. I do it every week anyway. It's not hard at all, and if you keep doing it, then it doesn't take long at all either. These two things are the only maintenance things that I've ever done regularly to my PC. There was one time I opened up my laptop to clean it and dust it out, whatever, but that's it. And that was optional. It's not like my laptop was going to catch on fire or anything. I just wanted to improve the circulation.
this is one of the reasons why I understand why some people might not like PC. A lot of people just want to relax after a long day and just pick up a controller and play. They don't want to worry about any problems that might arise.
What do you think I've been doing every day since I was 3? What do you think I've been doing? I got on my PC, and I played games on my PC without a worry in the fucking world about whether it would crash, or whether my house would burn down, or whether I would need a driver update. Because if I needed to do any of these things, my computer would tell me. Not the burning down the house part, trust me, I'm not crazy. If you need something downloaded, it will tell you to download it. If you need something updated, it will tell you to update it. If you need certain applications for the game to run, it tells you that in the system requirements. If you need any help with anything, you just go to Google and ask on a forum, or just look for a forum that's already been created, because there's probably somebody that already had that problem. Fixed, by the way. And it's not like these things happen constantly, alright? They happen every once in a while. It's barely noticeable by me. These things aren't a big issue at all. Here's what I've been doing ever since I've been taking PC gaming seriously, which is about 2013. I've taken my controller, and plugged it in, I sat back, and I started playing any of my games. Or I just relaxed at my desk with my mouse and keyboard and played Minecraft, or played Garry's Mod, or played anything. Walking Dead. Just games, alright? They work on PC. It's not like I have to sit there biting my nails about, oh shit, will this game work? Will this game work? Will my computer turn on? Da-da-da-da-da. You're making all of these issues bigger than they should be.
And quite frankly, I don't want to worry about those problems either. It's incredibly frustrating to me to have to work out all these problems on my own.
How to get Fallout 3 working on Windows 10. Maybe this guy will help me. I don't want to do it all by myself, all by my lonesome. Maybe this guy will help. Alright, maybe this guy. Windows 10 compatibility solution, Fallout 3. Maybe this guy. Video link in the description. This guy's fucking cool. 2 minutes, 48 seconds, bam. How to get Fallout 3 working on Windows 10 in less than 3 minutes. Maybe this guy can help me. 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 Maybe this guy can help me, or the people who have posted in this Reddit thread. Maybe the people who have posted in this one can help me. Maybe if I go to Reddit and make a post, maybe those guys can help me. There are so many outlets to have other people help me fix my goddamn problems that I don't need to do it myself. Google's right here. You have an internet connection. What the fuck do you mean you have to do it by yourself?
Anyway, moving on to the next thing on the list. The exclusives.
Seriously?
Now, don't get me wrong, PC has a lot of great exclusive games, okay? But
Yeah, more than on consoles. What's your point?
none of them are quite like console exclusives.
Well, Civ 6 doesn't look anything like Uncharted, but there are many people out there that really love RTS games, and that would prefer them over Uncharted. Sure, this War of Mine isn't The Last of Us, but it's still a really good game that people enjoy and people play. There are just more genres on PC than there are on consoles, and people enjoy these genres on PC. It's not like those genres are just nobody genres.
There are no PC exclusives to compete with Halo or Uncharted or The Last of Us or Gears of War.
Well, first of all, Halo and Gears of War are not exclusive to Xbox, just so you know. And secondly, you titled this list 5 worst things about PC. And even though PC has more exclusives than consoles, you put the exclusives on this list because you're not interested in the exclusives on PC? So let me get this straight. Even though PC has more exclusives than consoles, and I'm not fighting for exclusives, by the way, you decided to put this on the list because you subjectively are not interested in the exclusives available to you on PC. This isn't a fault of PC, this is a fault of you. It's actually a plus that the PC has a vast ocean of games for you to choose from. But this problem isn't inherent in PC itself, it's inherent in the exclusives themselves. The reason you can't play these games on PC, and instead are forced to buy a console to play these games, is because the corporation that made the console is signing the developer on a contract to only release their games on that console. Just because you don't like the exclusives available on PC doesn't make PC a bad platform. Just because there are exclusives that you want to play on console that aren't on PC doesn't make PC a bad platform. It sucks that you can't play these games on PC, but that's what happens when you give corporations an exclusive deal with their game developers. And it has nothing to do with PC as a gaming platform.
There are no AAA exclusives on PC.
Bullshit! Escape from Tarkov, the Arma series, Star Citizen, The Witcher 1 and 2. Dirty Bomb is a AAA free-to-play. Just look at any Valve game. Look at Insurgency. What about the free-to-play Battle Royale game Last Man Standing? What about Red Orchestra, or Red Faction? What about State of Decay or this War of Mine? Let's bring modded multiplats to the table. Modded Skyrim. Modded Fallout games. Modded Minecraft. What about Gary's mod? See what I did there? Not a multiplat, but still. Modded Just Cause 2 and 3. Especially the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod. And this isn't to say that AAA games have more quality than indie games. Hell, there have been many indie games that totally beat AAA games in my eyes. So let's talk about those. Enter the Gungeon, Dead Cells, The Escapists, The Forest, Medieval Engineers, Space Engineers. Before Take-Two got a hold of it, Kerbal Space Program was indie. Now, according to Vocabulary, apparently it's AAA because Take-Two owns it, and Take-Two is a profitable company. I can go on and on naming different AAA games all day long. But there are also other high-quality indie games out there that don't qualify as AAA but still really catch the eyes of many critics, and obviously gamers. So don't you go and spread your bullshit about how there's no such thing as AAA games on PC, or how there's no such thing as high-quality games on PC.
I mean, I love PC exclusives, but my favorite game of all time is a console exclusive.
And that in and of itself makes PC a bad platform? That's bad enough to put it on a 5 worst things about PC list? Because one of your favy games are on console? Look, bud, exclusives don't mean jack shit when it comes to picking a platform. At least on an objective scale. You can't go and say that there's a bad thing about PC because of a subjective thing that you've encountered. Because that's not a PC problem, that's a you problem. There are a lot of you problems in this list, which make no sense.
One of my favorite series of all time is a console exclusive. There's an atmosphere to Halo that hasn't been replicated in any other game I've played.
Really? It's Halo? The exclusive you're talking about is Halo? Then this point is null and void because you can play every Halo game on PC. Even the first one you can play on PC. The second one you can play on PC. Because Microsoft released all their Xbox exclusives, you can play all the Halo games on PC. You just shot yourself in the foot with this one, dude.
And while games like Undertale have great atmospheres as well, I think PC needs more mass-market exclusive games that appeal to everyone. PC needs an Uncharted. PC needs a Halo. PC needs a quote-unquote system-selling game.
First of all, the budget has nothing to do with the quality of the game. And secondly, I disagree with that. You shouldn't pressure people to like a game because it's the mascot of the PC or the mascot of a platform. Basically, every PS4 person I've talked to is really in love with Uncharted because of the way it was marketed and how Nathan Drake is the mascot of Sony. Go up to JTech TV and tell him that Uncharted was the worst thing that ever happened to consoles. Oh, the love you'll get from that community. No, I believe that you should have a vast selection of games, a huge array of games to choose from, and have only a select few of them appeal to you. Or you can have a lot of them appeal to you, or a little bit of them appeal to you. I think that if you pick the games that appeal to you, you have more freedom and enjoyment in what you play. If you're pressured to like a game because of the way it was marketed, because of the way it was, budgeted, then it draws a little bit of the entertainment out of it. Because everyone likes that game. You're not special because you like Uncharted. You're not special because you like Halo. There are some people I talk to on the PC on the flip side that hate CSGO, or that hate Dota 2, or hate League of Legends, or hate World of Warcraft. And that's something that I like. I like to see that because there are more options for people to choose from on PC that they can actually hate a certain franchise enough and still be playing on PC. Games shouldn't appeal to everyone. On the PC, you're able to pick and choose which games appeal to you. You're able to play those games and have the maximum enjoyment you possibly can out of those games. You even have the chance down the line to pick out an RTS, or a turn-based strategy game, or a MMO, and see if you like them. And if you don't, then that's too bad, whatever. Then go play the other games that you like. Mass marketing has nothing to do with the quality of the game. Furthermore, it has absolutely nothing to do with the platform that it plays on.
But until that happens, people are always going to turn to consoles for great exclusive games, me included.
And that's totally fine. If there's a game on console that you want to play, go ahead, buy that console, play that game. Not that I'm supporting exclusivity or anything, but if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do that. Nobody is stopping you. But if you turn around and say that exclusives are one of the reasons why PC gaming sucks, then be prepared to turn that around, because there are more exclusives on PC than there are on consoles. That's all that matters in an objective statement like that.
The only reason I'm not selling my PS4 is because of Uncharted and other Naughty Dog games.
Again, that's fine, but that doesn't mean in and of itself PC is a shitty platform.
That new game that's coming out, Horizon Zero Dawn, that game looks really, really cool.
Yes, it does, but that's a developer quality, not a platform quality.
Games like Undertale, which I love by the way, great game, you should check it out. But games like Undertale, while many people consider it to be one of the best games of 2015, it's a niche game, not everyone's going to enjoy it.
But why is this a problem? What you're suggesting is to cut out innovation, to stop innovating, to stop testing the waters of different ways to appeal to gamers. We know everyone loves Uncharted. We know everyone loves Call of Duty, not me. We know that all of these people love console exclusives because they're marketed as mascots for the platform. But you saw what happened when people saw Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the boots off-the-ground combat systems. There were some people that liked the change, and then there were some people that fucking hated it. Because it wasn't Call of Duty, it should have been something else, it should have been another IP. But that's what was great about Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, was because there was so much innovation that went into that game to change a franchise, to change the way that people would play in that game. On PC, however, Undertale is a niche game. There are going to be people that don't like that game because it doesn't play well, or that they don't like the way it plays. But that's fine. There should be games out there that test the waters, because there are going to be people, as you said, many people loved Undertale. There are going to be people that love innovation, that love games that play a certain way, or that don't play a certain way. Even you said something about how there's no such thing as AAA games on PC, even though there's a ton of them. But you wouldn't get those niche games if you only focused on mascot games. We wouldn't have an ARMA fanbase if there was no such thing as niche games. Even I realized how much of a niche game CSGO is. It's got such a learning curve, and many people don't like playing it. But that's just fine. The only thing that has to do with the platform is that it promotes innovation in games, which the consoles don't.
The bottom line is there are no PC exclusives that can really compare with console exclusives. I mean, the only PC exclusive I can imagine competing with console exclusives is Half-Life 3, and that might not even come out.
But Half-Life 1 and 2 are out. Even Half-Life isn't marketed as a mascot game, even though everyone who owns Steam knows about Half-Life. Have you heard of Stalker, though? Great game. That could compare with Fallout. Rising Storm and Red Orchestra can compare to Insurgency. I mean, you can compare games all you want, but that doesn't mean that the game, 1, is good or bad, or 2, it doesn't have anything to do with the PC itself. The more diverse the games market is, the better.
At the end of the day, I want a PC exclusive like Uncharted.
But you're not going to get that, because Uncharted is Uncharted. If any game was released to look or act exactly like Uncharted, it would be called an Uncharted clone. Same thing with Halo, even though there are games like Fear or Doom. But see, even though those games compare to Halo, it doesn't mean those games are Halo. And for a good reason, they shouldn't be.
Great story, great characters, great graphics, and really, really fun gameplay.
Oh, you just named Half-Life 2. You just named Just Cause 2 and 3. You named the old Bioshock games. You just named the new Doom. Good storyline, good characters, good gameplay, good graphics, even though I'm not a graphics guy. I mean, there are games on PC that match that criteria. Still, though, it doesn't mean anything about the PC as a bad platform, which is what you're trying to make a point of.
And I've yet to find any games that meet all those criteria.
Then get out from under your rock and start looking, dude. They're everywhere.
Anyway, moving on. The last thing on the list might surprise you, especially if you watched last week's video, but I believe this is a perk as well as a downside to PC gaming.
Drumroll, please.
I'm talking about open source. While the fact that PC gaming is open source gives a lot of benefits to players, it also gives a lot of drawbacks as well.
But like, you already brought this kind of stuff up.
Because almost everyone has a different machine, games have optimization issues.
Fallout 4.
Google it, it's fixed.
DRM issues can decrease performance. I'm looking at you, Uplay.
DRM issues can lead to issues with performance? I don't think you're using the right word here. Maybe you mean just Uplay itself has bad times running games? But it has nothing to do with the DRM itself, because DRM is digital rights management. That's basically the terms of service that you click accept.
And there's always the chance that you could get a virus on your computer somehow.
Learn about general internet safety, learn which links you should and shouldn't click, know which sites to trust, never download anything that you don't trust, and don't go to shady porn websites. That's it. That's all you need to know to not catch a virus. And if you do on the off chance happen to catch a virus, that's what antivirus software is for. There are free ones, paid ones, they all work the same way, basically. If you don't know which one to get AVG. Okay? Free, simple, there you go. Trustworthy, bam. Come to think about it, ever since I formatted my PC, I have not had the chance to put an antivirus software on there. There's Windows Defender, obviously, but apparently that's all I need to protect myself from viruses, because I have yet to get a virus ever since I've formatted my PC.
Not necessarily from buying and downloading games, but just using your computer in general.
Well, it hasn't happened to me, and I don't even have an antivirus software on my computer.
It's happened to me before, and it got to the point where I actually had to format my entire PC and reinstall Windows.
Yeah, it sucks and it happens, but it doesn't happen all that often. The last virus I got was the damn year of 2012, the year that everything was gonna end. No, but seriously, Windows 8 just totally fucked up. I had to format it. Anyway, that's the last time I've ever had any problems with a virus. And I'm not even sure if that was a virus.
There are lots of different places to buy your games, and I recommend that you use those places, but at the same time, you're going to have to make a different account for each website.
Ooh, it takes an extra 30 seconds to register an account for each website that I go to, with an option to remember me, so I don't have to log in again. And I mean, even if you want to stick to one service like Steam, just do it. Just stick to one service. Plenty of games on there.
While being open source gives gamers a lot of options, it also gives gamers a lot of issues.
Yeah, easily fixable issues that happen only every once in a while, sure. Issues you don't have to fix on your own.
Perhaps being open source might cause all of the other problems PC has. If that's the case, then while PC being open source is great, it's also PC's biggest curse. Because if it's the root cause of all the other problems that PC has, then without it, PC would be a lot more hassle-free.
But then PC would suck. It would just be a console. Being open source makes it better than consoles.
Now, I'm not suggesting that we get rid of open source.
Oh, whew! Thank God. Thank God he's not that stupid. Whew.
In my opinion, open source is still one of the best parts of PC gaming. But
Alright, end of story. Or is it?
the fact that PC is open source makes it a lot more difficult to play the games how you want to play them, with the best possible experience.
But issues don't happen all that often, and they only take a mere 10 minutes to fix, if that. You have the choice to do it yourself, or find someone on the internet that'll help you. And there are many of people that have helped others in the past, so you can just look at a forum post. There are a lot of people who post solution tutorial videos on YouTube, so there's another resource for you if you're having problems with any of your games. And these don't happen all that often, so it's not like PC is nothing but a hassle.
Anyway guys, that was my list. If you disagree with anything on this list, explain to me why you disagree in the comments section down below.
Or make a video response to it.
If you agree with me, you're also welcome to share your input. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah, ta-ta! Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you've been listening to this in the background, no problem with that, but you would not have noticed that the end card is now going to change into a sepia tone. And that way it separates this part of the video with the past part of the video. Now, it hasn't occurred to me until midway through editing this video that I was not using my new microphone. For continuity purposes, I tried to keep it that way for the rest of the video. But, now that we're at the end card, I'm going to show you what my new microphone sounds like, and we're going to see what you guys like. I'm going to repeat the phrase, "I'm a bunny and I have yellow ears," in 3 different ways. First of all, in the way that I'm doing it right now with this current microphone. Then I'm going to move the microphone closer to myself and say it again. And then I'm going to use my new microphone, and you guys can take a vote on it. Which one do you guys prefer, and which one do you guys want me to use for the rest of my videos? First one, I am a bunny and I have yellow ears. Second one, I am a bunny and I have yellow ears. Third one, I am a bunny and I have yellow ears. But that's that. Those are the 3 different microphone types that I can do. Leave down in the comment section below which one you prefer to hear in the next videos. Which one's the clearest, which one you like the best, which one whatever. If you have a Discord, then you can join our Discord server. It's on the channel page, the Z Community Discord, right at the top right there. And that is the best way to get in touch with me. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a beautiful, beautiful 4th of July. Now go blow shit up in celebration for our independence. But hey, try not to burn the country down.